They won away at Barcelona and they won away at Manchester United.
Yeah, but they had a level playing field. They weren't behind in them games. I'm sure if City start the game with the mentality and the speed of the second half last week, they'll have too much for PSG.
Equally confident, Joe?
Of truth for Manchester City. 5 years after failing to make it to the Champions League final, after being frustrated by Real Madrid here at the Etihad, City walk out 90 minutes from Istanbul. One more great performance away from the game they've dreamed of. We'll see whether his calf injury permits him a role or not tonight. Ineos are the two captains. So there's no Kylian Mbappe in the starting lineup for Paris Saint Germain tonight. Italian international Mauro Icardi replaces the 37-goal leading scorer. Elsewhere, Diallo replaces Bakker at left back, and Ander Herrera comes in for the suspended Idrissa Gueye. So off we go. The first leg was outstanding. Manchester City brilliant in the second half. What a prospect we have here tonight, Jermaine.
Yeah, and we know exactly how that first leg went in that.
Here's Neymar. The first block made tonight, crossed in by Diallo. Well, they're appealing for a hand in there, the Paris Saint Germain players, and he says penalty. Early drama at the Etihad, and Paris Saint Germain with a dream start potentially here as well. And it might break here. Oh, it's in! It's Riyad Mahrez! Well, he scored in Paris, and he's done it again tonight. It's first blood to Manchester City in the second leg of the semi-final, and Riyad Mahrez gets another one.
Well, I'll tell you what, Riyad Mahrez gets the goal, but Ederson take a back.
The way PSG are playing, the reason they've had some...
Diallo, it's a good ball. Nobody making that run across the near post, though, and Ederson, who's playing his 50th game in Europe. There's Neymar, always a threat when he's on the ball. He'll get the free kick as well. Gundogan just had a bit of a nibble. Bjorn Kuipers right there to award the free kick to PSG.
Yeah, I think that's the first time that they caught. They weren't as compact as a group. I think if Neymar's going to get that space to run into, could be quite difficult. Clear foul from Gundogan on Neymar.
It is Neymar, and that little touch off the wall takes it behind. Paris Saint Germain corner, and for now the threat over.
Yeah, Wall doing a good...
Here's the danger man, Neymar. Bruyne. Foden trying to get him in. It's a vital touch there by Florenzi.
What?
Now De Bruyne wants to drop the shoulder and hit one. Loves that kind of situation, doesn't he, Kevin De Bruyne? And he's absolutely flowing with Florenzi. Icardi waiting in the box. Di Maria let it run. Marquinhos. And that's Ederson. Simply by Walker. Diallo to Herrera, who shoots! Always a little bit too high. That time they did manage to work the opening, Paris Saint Germain.
Yeah, not sure Mahrez is going to go near Neymar for a while after that.
Kimpembe with a cross, Stones with another block. For Foden. Mahrez. Bruyne. Riyad Mahrez. And the block made by... Got to be careful in there with Neymar. In by Herrera. What a block that is from Ruben Dias. Superb, brave block from the Manchester City centre-back. Here's Bernardo Silva with a deflected shot, which spins behind for the corner.
It's more good play from City. This all starts from John
Mauricio Pochettino. There's the half-time whistle. Manchester City halfway to paradise. Pochettino off for a big team talk. Guardiola will be the happier of the two managers. Riyad Mahrez with the all-important touch in the first.
Yeah, and they know that as players, but you know, it's important that they stay cool, stay calm, stick with the game. Saint Germain to get them to Champions League finals. So he's got one of his biggest 45 minutes in that shirt.
Gets another chance, Kevin De Bruyne. Angel Di Maria. Excellent ball out to Mahrez. Well, Diallo's frustrated by Bjorn Kuipers' decision. Led by Neymar. Still Neymar, might go all the way, brilliant defending, they got two there, and look at the celebrations. Keane and Draxler. Here's Di Maria.
He's had a really good night, ran the show.
Di Maria. Foden. Mahrez! In it goes! Manchester City can start dreaming of the final! Mahrez magnificent in both legs! 2-0 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate. Manchester City are heading to Istanbul.
Praised, didn't we, in the first game? You have to say it's been immaculate so far.
Early scares for them, but after that, they've been outstanding. Here's Julian Draxler, they've got men over here now. Draxler wants to go himself in. What he's done all the way through this season. Florenzi's cross.
You can't ignore those types of performances from himself and John Stones. You know, I'm looking at PSG and I wouldn't say they've been terrible as...
There's a red card, Di Maria. One for Fernandinho.
That's what Di Maria's done there. In a moment when his team so desperately needs him. 20 minutes down to 10 men now.
Well, Foden used a bit more experience than he probably should have at the age of 20. They're falling apart at the seams at the moment. That's Verratti. Mahrez spins away from Kimpembe. He's on a hat-trick. Colin Dagba and Danilo. So Gundogan's carried on running. Kevin De Bruyne has found him now. It's a lovely touch by Fernandinho. Foden takes on Kimpembe right at the post. That would have been the perfect way to finish off a magnificent night.
This guy's just incredible. And by the way,
De Bruyne wide. There's De Bruyne. Filled
A different side from last season.
You will be relieved, Jermaine. De Bruyne is one of them.
I think when you've looked at Manchester City over the years,
Greatest to ever score goals in the blue of Manchester City. Sterling on his way through, desperate for a goal himself. Oh, that's extremely reckless from Kimpembe. That's a shocking challenge.
yeah, that's bad. You can see in his face, he's frustrated.
He celebrated his 36th birthday, that's for sure. Free kick. It's not been his night by any stretch of the imagination. The player they needed to perform at his absolute...
Now,
Well, that's it. Manchester City have reached the summit. An agonising journey that's seen so much heartache and disappointment has finally taken them all the way to the Champions League final.